Have you ever wondered about the mysterious figure known as Joy Boy in One Piece? Today, we dive into the legend of the forgotten hero whose story stretches back to the Void Century. Joy Boy isn't just a name in history. He represents a promise unfulfilled, a symbol of freedom, and a link between the lost past and the future of the seas. But who exactly was he, and why is his name carved so deeply into the legacy of the Pirate King's world? Stay tuned, because the story of Joy Boy is unlike any other. The first time we hear about Joy Boy is through the Poneglyph on Fishman Island. He had made a promise to the mermaid princess of that era, but he failed to keep it. This broken promise would echo across centuries, leaving behind both regret and hope. It is this moment that shows Joy Boy wasn't just a legend, but a real person with dreams and flaws. The mystery remains. What was the promise about, and why couldn't he fulfill it? This is where the puzzle begins. Joy Boy is closely tied to the ancient weapons, especially Poseidon. His promise to the mermaid princess involved using this power for something greater, but destiny prevented it. Imagine carrying the weight of failing to unite the seas, failing to create freedom for all. That is the burden Joy Boy left behind. Yet his will wasn't lost. It was passed down, waiting for the right person to carry it once again. Could that person be Luffy? The Void Century is one of the most forbidden subjects in One Piece, and Joy Boy is right at its center. We don't know all the details, but we know he lived during that era, and his actions connected to the Great Kingdom that was erased from history. Joy Boy's story was so dangerous to the world government that they buried it. This only tells us one thing. His truth could shake the entire foundation of the world. And maybe that's exactly why his return is inevitable. When Roger, the Pirate King, reached Laugh Tale, he learned the full truth about Joy Boy. Roger laughed, cried, and called it the greatest tale of all time. That reaction tells us something powerful. Joy Boy's story isn't tragic alone. It's also filled with hope, laughter, and a vision for a better future. Whatever Joy Boy left behind wasn't just sadness, it was the dream of freedom. The same dream that continues to inspire pirates and adventurers today. Joy Boy isn't just a person, he's an idea. He represents the one who will bring dawn to the world, the one who will unite races, and the one who will break chains of oppression. This is why so many characters in One Piece are waiting for Joy Boy's return. From the fishmen to the minks, from allies to enemies, everyone feels the weight of his legend. Joy Boy's spirit is alive, and when he rises again, the world will never be the same. One of the biggest twists in Wano was the revelation that Joy Boy would return. Kaido himself mentioned that Joy Boy would be the one to defeat him. This wasn't just a prophecy, it was destiny. And when Luffy awakened his devil fruit, the truth became clear. The power of the sun god Nika, the fruit of liberation, was tied to Joy Boy's will. At that moment, Luffy wasn't just a pirate anymore. He had become the very embodiment of Joy Boy's legacy. Joy Boy's name connects with the theme of laughter and joy. In a world filled with suffering, war, and oppression, he symbolized happiness. Even the name of the last island, Laugh Tale, reflects his essence. It's not about power alone, but about smiling in the face of hardship. That's why Luffy, who laughs even in the darkest moments, feels like the perfect successor to Joy Boy's will. Because joy, after all, is the strongest form of freedom. The treasure known as the One Piece is tied to Joy Boy. Roger and his crew found it, but realized they were too early. The world wasn't ready for Joy Boy's return. This makes the treasure not just gold or riches, but a legacy, a truth, and a promise waiting to be fulfilled. The One Piece is the key to bringing Joy Boy's will to life. And the day it is revealed, the world will finally understand why Joy Boy was never forgotten. Fishman Island holds one of the deepest connections to Joy Boy's story. His letter of apology to the mermaid princess revealed regret, but also hope. That story still impacts Shirahoshi, who inherited the power of Poseidon. She too plays a role in Joy Boy's return. This link between past and present shows that Joy Boy's story isn't finished. It's continuing through the people of today. Every step closer to the truth makes Joy Boy's presence stronger than ever. Joy Boy's legend connects heavily to the will of D. Those who carry the initial D in their names are said to bring storms of change. Luffy, Blackbeard, Roger, and many others represent this mystery. Joy Boy may have been the origin of this will, a figure who stood against the world's greatest power. His legacy flows in the bloodline of those who continue to challenge fate. Could Joy Boy himself have been a D? All signs point to yes.
Why did the world government try so hard to erase Joy Boy's name? Because his existence threatened their control. If the world learned about his mission, they would rise against oppression. Joy Boy's return means the truth of the Void Century will finally be revealed. And when that happens, the lies of the world government will crumble. That's why they fear him. That's why they fear Luffy. Joy Boy isn't just history, he is revolution.
The dawn of the world is a phrase that keeps appearing in One Piece. It symbolizes the end of darkness and the rise of freedom. Joy Boy is the one who will bring that dawn. That's why his story is tied to the moon, the Sea Kings, and the Sun God. It's a cosmic-level prophecy that spans races, islands, and even the stars. When Joy Boy rises, it will be more than just a victory. It will be the rebirth of the entire world.
Some fans believe Joy Boy was a king of the ancient kingdom, while others think he was a warrior of liberation. What's certain is that he stood against the 20 nations that formed the world government. He was a fighter for freedom, and even though he lost, his dream never died. The Poneglyphs are proof of his will, carved in stone so the world could never forget him. Joy Boy lost the battle, but his war continues even now. One of the most emotional aspects of Joy Boy's tale is the idea of inherited will. In One Piece, no dream truly dies. It is passed down from one person to another, across generations. Joy Boy's will was carried by Roger, by Odin, and now by Luffy. This chain of dreams proves that even when people fall, their spirit continues. That is what makes Joy Boy not just a hero of the past, but a hero of forever. Luffy's awakening in Wano confirmed what many had suspected. He is Joy Boy reborn. But this doesn't mean Luffy is just a copy of Joy Boy. Instead, he is the continuation, the one who will finish what Joy Boy started. His laughter, his freedom, and his bond with his crew prove that he is the right one to carry that mantle. Joy Boy lives again, not as a shadow of the past, but as the future of the seas.
The Sea Kings themselves spoke of Joy Boy's return. They awaited the day when Poseidon and Joy Boy would meet again. This prophecy ties directly to Shirahoshi and Luffy. When their paths cross, the world will change. It shows that Joy Boy's mission was never meant to be carried out alone. He needed allies, just as Luffy needs his crew. The era of Joy Boy isn't one of solitude, it's one of unity.
The concept of Joy Boy also ties to destiny. In One Piece, fate plays a role, but so does freedom. Joy Boy may have been chosen by fate, but he also chose to fight for freedom. This duality is what makes his story so powerful. Luffy, too, rejects being controlled by destiny, yet still fulfills it. That's the beauty of Joy Boy's will. It's not about being bound to a role, but about choosing to free others no matter the cost.
Joy Boy's laughter is his ultimate symbol. Even in failure, even in loss, he left behind hope. Roger laughed when he learned his story. Luffy laughs when facing impossible odds. This cycle of joy in the face of despair proves that Joy Boy's greatest weapon was not power, but laughter itself. And maybe, just maybe, the world will be saved not by force, but by joy.
In the end, Joy Boy is more than a forgotten hero. He is the embodiment of dreams, promises, and freedom. His story teaches us that even if you fall, your will can live on. The waves of history can't erase true freedom, and Joy Boy's name proves it. Now, with Luffy carrying his mantle,
The Age of Joy is about to begin. The world will soon see why Joy Boy was never truly forgotten. To be continued for the lost civilization that preceded the world government.